there, Capricorn. Welcome into your reading. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to be tapping into the energies of the ancestors to pick up on the message for you today. I do hope all is well with you and you and yours. Sorry. So let's dive into this energy. Thank you so much for being here. Your time spent with me is greatly appreciated, and it's definitely not taken for granted. Yeah. So we have your card here. It says Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Track down your fears. Track down your fears. Identify what is your fears. And also identify what is your desires. I'm feeling your ancestors are saying to you, Capricorn, there are some things that are might be holding you back that you really need to take the time to identify, take the time to acknowledge like these things are really things that might be buried deep down within you, that you need to bring them to the surface and to deal with them once and for all. So as for you to know to move in an energy of having this clarity as to what is it that you desire. There might be some things also that is blocking you from coming into the fruition of what is it that you want to see in your life. And these could be false evidence appearing real. What is it that you might be under some sort of an illusion on, put you in an area of being delusion about? Yeah, you're called to identify this. The energy overall so far with the other signs that I've already read is an energy of, moving forward nonetheless, putting fear behind. I'm feeling like you're also called to kill anything that is that causing you to have this fear energy around whatever circumstances or situation that you have in your life. Here, it's time for you to kill fear, have a funeral, bury it, and say goodbye to it. So as for you to know to rise up or to come into the awareness of what is your desires are, and there are no more obstructions nor obstacles that is blocking you from moving towards the desires that you have here. Because I'm feeling your ancestors are also saying like there are some fears that is not allowing you to step into what is it that you want at this time, and it's for you to identify. So we're going to be seeing if they really bring out what is it that might be causing fear, and how is it also you move forward here with this hunter energy. So you're hunting down the fears, and you're hunting down your desires. Yeah. And I'm feeling like the fears, whatever fears you might be having, it's blocking you from these desires, or it putting an illusion, a cloud over what is it that you want to see come into fruition here in your life. Here. Hmm. He has a bow and arrow. So there is a target. There is something that you want to, there's a target. There is something that you really want to see. A desire. A desire that you might have been holding on for some of you for many years that you have not seen yet become materialized. Is some fear blocking it? Something is blocking it. That your ancestors is saying, listen to me now, Capricorn. We're going to hunt down what is this is blocking you from coming into these desires. We're going to identify them, acknowledge them, identify them, and do the work to get rid of them here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's use the oracle. Why did I say oracle? This is the Aquarian deck. You might be called to tap into your oracle energies, because we all have them. We all have the high priestess, the oracle. Is just, to what degree are you tapping into these spiritual gifts? I'm feeling like you're called to tap into the energies of your oracle here. So tracking down your fears is going to be it's a meticulous action that you need to take at this time. It's like a hunter when he's going to hunt, say for instance, an animal, hunt a deer or whatever. It's a very strategic, meticulous, process here. You cannot make a sound because you don't want to scare the animal away. Sometimes you have to know how the pee of the animal, if the animal is anywhere near, because you smell the pee You know, you see the tracks, you see the mark. So what patterns in your life, what tracks, what evidence are being left in your life experience that is really, you can use those to track down what is it that is blocking you from coming into these desires that you have here. Yeah. It's an energy of being very determined to get rid of whatever it is that has been delaying you coming into fruition of your heart desires. Three card ancestors for Capricorn. For my divine, beautiful Capricorn here. We have the Nine of Rods coming in the reverse. Two more cards. We have the Fool coming on the fence. I'm led to take it in the upright. One more card for Capricorn ancestors. Okay. We have the Seven of Rods here. So with the Seven of Rods in reverse, what I'm getting here is like, as it relates to you wanted to see your desires come to fruition, want for once and for all to be moving moving in the path that is really cohesive to what is it that you always wanted, your desires, your hope, your dreams, your aspiration. I'm hearing it's like you had laid down your guards. There, you're called to put your guards back up with the Seven of Rods here. It's like you lay your guards down and you become susceptible to things in your life that is not really correlated to what is it that you had hope and dream for as it relates to these desires. With the Nine of Rods in reverse, you're called to be very firm. And sometimes, as it relates to being very firm, it doesn't only mean that being firm as it relates to you and with someone else, but with yourself. I'm feeling like this is saying here, your ancestors are saying, you're called to be very firm, very strict with yourself at this time. So as for you to be able to track down whatever fears that might be hindering you from coming into the actualization or concretizing what is it that you want to see in your life. You're called to take a chance on yourself here and not to be too hard on yourself, because life will continue to life. We make mistakes, and no matter how young or old you might feel, it's like we tend to put a time limit and a time frame on things. Listen, I'm feeling like you're called at this time not to be too heavy on yourself, regardless of the fact that you need to put up some healthy boundaries and you need to be more strict on yourself and determined in finding these fears to track them down and to get rid of them. You're asked to really cultivate this energy of being very flexible, taking a chance on yourself, moving in a way in which if an opportunity arises, you take it, and not to beat down on yourself too much in such a way in which you feel as if you're doomed. This is it. You can't move forward. You can't ascend. This is the energies I'm getting here. So let's dive deeper. Let's clarify this Nine of Rods in reverse. We're picking up your call to be more strict on yourself at this time, and being a hunter and hunting down a prey. You have to be strict. You have to be focused. You have to be resolute. You have to be determined. You have to be very meticulous. You have to be strategic. All of these things you're called to implement within your life experience as it relates to tracking down whatever it is that might be holding you back or holding you down or preventing you from stepping into this energy of all is it that you had hacks, hope, meditate upon, dream about. Here, let's get the card for the Nine of Rods. Why is the Nine of Rods here in the reverse? I'm feeling like you need to be more strict. We have the Eight of Cups coming out for the Nine of Rods in reverse here. This is an energy you need to stick to. The Eight of Cups, did I say Eight of Rods? The Eight of Cups speaks about walking away here. Might be you have walked away from dealing with a particular issue at hand. Do not, if anything arises in your life at this time, Capricorn, I'm feeling like you're called at this time to not to sweep anything under the carpet, or to have, or to delay anything. Deal with it head on. Yeah, it might be uncomfortable, it might be challenging, and this is you being determined here to really attack what is it you need to attack in your life. Say, for instance, you're in a relationship and something is not going in a way where you want it to go, and it could be any sort of a relationship, a family dynamics, a partnership, a friendship, whatever ship it is. You're asked to deal with that energy. You're asked to deal with unfavorable energy, unfavorable situation head on. So as for you to now be able to have it on the clear out of your way, so as for you to move forward. So it's as if you really track down this fear, you really track down this situation that might have an indirect effect as to how is it your desires come to fruition here. So everything, do not listen, do not leave no stone unturned. Move forward. Be tactful about it, mind you, be very tactful about it, and move forward. Deal with every situation as they arise. Do not ignore them here. So you're asked to stick in this energy, stick in the energy of being very determined and being very strict on yourself. Because you see, with these cups here, yeah, it's as if you're sitting in an energy here of not being this strict on yourself. You have to really discipline yourself in a way where in which you're now able to move on from an energy that is unfavorable. One more card, please. I heard a couple of cards. The Eight of Cups in reverse to the Nine of Pentacles. Do not sit in this energy with this Nine of Pentacles, the energy of the Nine of Rods here in reverse. You're called to be very firm, strict on yourself. Yeah? If you find yourself going outside of what is it that you want to be strict about, as it relates to hunting down what is it you need to hunt down and get rid of it, as it relates to might be a habit that you might have, might be a frequency you cultivate that you know so it's not working out for your highest and greatest good. Might be you're easily tipped off and you get your outbursts and you carry on with yourself. Might be you're called to put that into check, and you have to be very determined about that. This is the energy you're asked to really sit in until you deal with it. Face whatever you need to face, deal with it, so as for you to move forward. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is really coming out as an energy of very much giving you this. It's like igniting what is needed, igniting the flames, igniting what is. It's like this is like a match, and you light the match. You light the match to do what? To look at it? No. You light the match so you can ignite a bigger flame, for you to have something bigger and greater. This is what you need to, you're called to do. Your ancestors is saying, we're giving you this little match, this little information here. Don't take it as it might be little, it might sound minuscule, it might sound very simplistic, but you're going to use this message coming in from us now. Your ancestors saying to ignite the path forward, to get rid of the fear, to burn out the fears out of your life, to burn out the obstacles, the challenges, the cycles that keep repeating itself in your life, so as for you to move into the desires that you want to see, coming in here. We have Fool. I'm hearing that you're called to not to be in the same breath, not to be too hard on yourself. You're being strict, of course, but not to be so strict that you're not flexible. You're not able to, nurture yourself, or you feel as if like, I have to be strict. There is certain things, you're asked to still take a chance on yourself. And you being strict here is really taking chance on yourself. You being strict enough to hunt down what is it you need to hunt down, to track down your fears, is really taking a chance on yourself here. Fool, why is a Fool here? And we have the Eight of Wands here. This is the message. The ancestors saying this message is coming in so as for you to be able to swiftly move into the desires that you want for yourself here, and might be by extension for others. Okay. We have the Three of Wands in reverse, because if not, might be all is it because he's standing out and looking out on the ocean. He's waiting on his ship to come in. This is his desires. His desire is to see things working out in his favor, and he's looking, and I'm feeling like he's looking with hope, and he's having expectation. It's in the reverse. Now this is the expectation. This is where you're going to be very strict with yourself here, even as it relates to your outlook on life, the perspective that you have on your life here. Yeah, this is where you're going to revamp how is the thought processes that you're cultivating that is not working for your highest and greatest good. You're called now to put yourself back in a position where you're moving more in an energy of being hopeful, you know, very optimistic. It is not easy, but it is doable here. There is some things you need to track down and get rid of in order to put yourself back into an energy of being, you know, having this energy of expectation, having this energy of being hopeful. This is the fool's energy. The fool is hopeful. The fool have expectation even when the fool don't know how things going to work out. The fool is putting one foot in front of the other, knowing that things are going to work out, expecting that things are going to work out here. And this is the energy that your ancestors is saying at this time to do. In addition to that, to not to lay your barriers down. So you're asked to protect your energy here. You know, there might be some persons or situation that might project onto you. You're very sensitive here, Capricorn. I know this. You know, you're the baby of the zodiac signs. So there's an energy of sensitivity here as well. You're asked to kind of toughen up your skin a little bit here. With the Seven of Wands in reverse. Don't allow anybody perception or attitude or words to penetrate you so easily. Do not absorb these things so readily here. Put up some energetic barriers to protect your energy, to protect your frequency, because your energy and frequency is going to play a very vital role in you moving into this energy. We have the Star in reverse here, because when you lay down your guards, when you lay down the barriers and people are projecting and people are saying things and doing things that really have you in a place where in which you feel fearful, it's not going to allow you to rise to the occasion. You need to put this to death. Track down your fears and your desires. So when you put your fears to death, didn't I say that? When you put your fear to death, put it to death, bury it, have a funeral, mourn over it. If you want to cry, cry over it if you want to. It don't make any sense to me, but if that's your thing, you do your thing. To each his own. Yeah? Now is it that you're going to move, you know, things bright, you're going to come into your desire because you tracked down your fears. You got rid of the fears. Now you're tracking down your desires because there's no more fears. There is no more obstacles. There's no more challenge. You deal with everything as them surface. As they come to you, you deal with them. Do not put anything behind. Do not put anything off. Deal with, this is the energy I'm feeling from your ancestors are saying to you no, is to when things that are negative, that you deem negative and challenging, that is going to block you from coming into the desires that you want for your life, deal with them head on. Be tactful about it. Deal with them head on. Have an energy of expectation, optimism, move forward, have hope, move forward, put up your healthy barriers against any energies that want to come into penetrate the energetic field, so as for you to not to have that frequency and vibration moving forward here that is going to allow you to propel yourself even more effortlessly into the energies of your desires. Things are definitely going to work out for you here with the Eight of Pentacles being here. Things are definitely going to work out for you here. Yeah, and you're going to be seeing things that you want to see in your life come to fruition here with this Page of Cups being here. Can I say anything more? The energy of celebration, the Three of Cups coming in here. So the overall energy is for you to really track down whatever it is that you might feel like might be stopping you. What that might look like, Alisa. All right. It might look like you're spending your money in the wrong areas. It might look like you're partying too much. It might look like, because I just finished having a conversation with a dear loved one, and it brought out a lot of things. And I know if the person listens to this, the person can really correlate, and I don't think the person will have a problem with me sharing this. But there are some things that is robbing you from the desires of your heart, robbing you from the desires that you want in your life. Some things that you're really taking part in, some things that you're really allowing, that you're going. It's not going to be easy. It's not going, because nothing worth having comes easy. It's going to take some work. We saw the Eight of Pentacles here. That is also saying that it's going to take some work for you to come into the actualization and the realization, the concretization of what it is that you want moving forward here. It is doable. Take a chance on you with the Fool here. Put yourself first for once and for all, and take a chance on you. Track down your fears and track down your desires, because there is some ending have to come in, so as for you to move into this energy of celebration. This is a beautiful reading. This is a very deep reading for your ancestors. They decide to come out here and to just say the things there. It is what it is. I'm just the messenger here. So hey, let's get any final message, one final message for my beautiful divine Capricorns here. Yeah, life is not easy, Life will continue to life. But you see, you have to be very determined and resolute. Cry your tears, wipe your eye, take deep breaths, and keep pushing. That is it. That is how we're dealing with it here. We have a leg up. A leg up. Do I have the book here? I feel like I want to read this. A leg up is this here. I think this is the book. It's a number 34, which is a 7. 7 is a very spiritual number as well. Let me see if this is the book here, because sometimes 34. Yes, it is. So let's see what it says. So this is a bear, a polar bear, and the baby bear is climbing up on the back of the mother, if you can see it there. Yeah? So it's a leg up. And I'm feeling like this is what your ancestors is saying. We're giving you a leg up. We're giving you a push. We're giving you this glimmer of light, this match for you to ignite your life and to blaze and to burn bright here. We have the star in reverse with the 7 of rods in reverse, because you're called to put up some boundaries here to continue to protect yourself from any energies and frequencies that is not going to allow for you to light and to blaze your fire here. A leg up, they're giving you a leg up here. They're giving you a heads up as to how is it that you're going to move forward into really coming into the realization of these desires. So it says essential message, a leg up, receiving help. Yeah, it says here, it says you have come to a point where you're going it alone. It's no longer optional for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with. Who can give you a leg up during the next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. All right. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. Because you see, Capricorn, you have a problem in taking aid to, that is the next thing. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and interdependence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. So the energy I'm getting is like, if there is anyone coming in to assist you, take that assistance. Take that leg up. Your ancestors is coming in to assist you. Take the message and run with it. Yeah? That's the energy coming in here. You are always insisting on doing everything yourself. Do you have little faith that help will come? Convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your belief about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but the vulnerable is good. But to be vulnerable is good. For you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you will be amazed by how quickly help arrives to help you a leg up, to give you a leg up. So, basically, it is really correlating with this message here. So there is assistance coming in, assistance by way and means of your ancestors giving you this message, and by means and way of others might coming in to assist you, to help you to identify your fears. If you need to do counseling, if you need to get professional help, I'm always advising, go get help to help you identify the hidden things that are within you, in the deep recesses of your beings, whether it be psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, that you might yourself not be able to identify, that a counselor can help to bring to the surface, so as for you to really hunt them down and to get rid of them, and for you to move effortlessly once and for all into the desires and wishes that you have for your life. This is a very deep reading here. I really do love it. And listen, you got this. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be some work. But at the end of the day, it's going to move in the right direction for you. Continue to protect yourself. Continue to deal with any issues you're facing with right on. Do not allow anything to wait for months and all of that before you deal with it, and continue to move forward. This is your reading, my beautiful divine Capricorn ancestor reading. Thank you so much for being here, and please do enjoy the rest of your week.